Hello everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the RTX 3060 Ti and the 7800X 3D inside of DRG using 1440p at ultra settings. I'll just go ahead and show you here real quick. So these are the settings that I'm using. I'm using DLAA because it looks better. And there's my settings, pretty much all ultra. I leave lens flare off because I really don't like the effect. It's just kind of in your face, you know? So let's go ahead and try it out. Just want to quickly note that the game is running on an SSD. DRG is one of the few games these days that will run pretty well on a hard drive. Like loading times are pretty good on a hard drive for DRG. One of the few modern games in which will actually operate decently on it. The biggest downside to playing DRG on a hard drive is when players connect to the game, especially if you're the host, you will see big lag spikes. You'll see a huge stutter when somebody joins, but that's the only downside that I've experienced to playing DRG on a hard drive. But to prevent that, I am playing it on an SSD, and there is still sometimes a stutter. It really depends when the player joins. If a player joins while you're fighting a bunch of bugs, then sometimes it can still spike. But as you can see right now, just by myself, no bugs or anything, I'm sitting at about 190 FPS. It's really difficult for me to watch my FPS counter because it's over there, but gameplay feels really smooth. And I'm just going to play this whole mission out and talk along the way, and we'll see if it continues to be this smooth. Sorry. I did just hear a bunch of bugs. I want that one. Okay, that was more than I expected. Okay, I'm just gonna keep running. Put some turrets down. That still felt really smooth. My FPS definitely did drop, but I didn't feel it. The only reason I know it dropped is because I saw it drop down. But I didn't feel any FPS drops, or I didn't actually feel it, if that makes sense. Right, let's continue to the next area. I got a stutter there for sure. I definitely felt that one. At least it felt that way. What resolution do you guys play on, by the way? Because that's been something that I've been curious about, as to what resolution is most useful to test. I personally play at 1440p, which is why I test a lot of 1440p, because it feels best for me. Right? I'm just gonna run past this guy. I'll let Bosco deal with him. Keep mining, Bosco. Gonna run these guys back in front of my turrets. Probably should move. There we go. No. Oh shit. Keep mining. I definitely felt an FPS drop when that thing landed down. I'm getting too old for this. I got another stutter there. I think it's okay though, because it's really things that I can't do anything about, I'm fairly certain, because DRG does genuinely does just stutter at times when things like that happen, and I don't find it to be personally that big of an issue. Like, it doesn't ruin the game for me because it's so small, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't happen enough to bother me. Like, when that thing lands down, if I get a stutter, I'm not fussed about it. I didn't even grab this. Yeah, let's start cracking this thing.
Rock cracker package. Rock crackers inbound. Stand by. Rockpox meteor has been cracked. Remember to deposit the samples you find inside.
Wait. Why does it crack instantly? Is that a bug? it just cracked itself instantly. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. Most games, they have you throw items with G. Whoops, that was a mistake for sure. I'm gonna call that down. Yeah, I don't usually play with the HUD turned off. I'm doing it simply just for you guys. So my game doesn't look as ugly. You know, a bit more visually pleasing to not have a HUD for the video. Can you stop hitting me, you little shits? Alright, let's go do this first one anyways, because I'm spending way too long on this mission. What's going on with Bosco, man? He's really not mining properly anymore. I've not used Bosco in ages, so I always play with people. I never play solo. Oh. But yeah, sitting around 190 like nearly all the time when there's no bugs, it's pretty crazy. Obviously, if you were playing this yourself, you'd probably want to set an FPS limit to whatever your monitor's refresh rate is. You know, there's really no reason to play at 190 frames unless you know, play at a higher refresh rate. I think it's fair to say that most of us are probably playing about under 200 hertz, you know. Especially if you're interested in a 3060 Ti, you're probably playing at less than 200 hertz, I would imagine. I think that's safe to say. But I've been getting a lot of comments recently saying 3060 Ti is not a 1440p card, and I disagree. 3060 Ti is still very capable of 1440p in most titles. It's only a select few modern, well not a select few, but it's only like modern AAA titles that are really not optimized very well that it's going to struggle. Now would I actually buy a 3060 Ti now? It's debatable. With the 40 series cards, they really don't cost that much more. They don't cost that much more, and you've got a lot of the benefits of a 40 series card. You know, if you want to make videos, you've got AV1, frame generation, you know, coming on as well, those sorts of features, right? And if you are looking to make videos or live stream or something, I'm not 100% sure if the quality of the 40 series encoder, the NVIDIA encoder, or the Nvenc encoder, is better than the 30 series, but usually the more modern cards encoder is better quality. You end up with better visual quality. It's very minute, but it's better quality regardless. It's only if you're looking to play like Call of Duty, stuff like that, you're gonna really struggle. You will struggle in those titles to play at 1440p. But the really bizarre thing is those sorts of games, they just look terrible. In my opinion, they don't look very good for how much performance they take. The new Call of Duties are really looking trash, and they're running like crap. But you know, if the Call of Duty community is willing to eat that crap, they're gonna give them crap. So it is what it is, I guess.
We got bogeys on the hacking drone.
Do I? Oh, I do. Get off. I don't know, do you guys have a 3060 Ti, and what are your experiences with it? Because for me, I'm pretty happy with it for most games. It is a little bit disheartening when you load up a game like Enshrouded and you can't play at Ultra, because it like literally goes to 20 something FPS. But I think that's more like of an issue with Enshrouded than the 3060 Ti, in all honesty. I don't know. What do you guys think with modern games? Because I feel like a lot of them don't look very good, and they just take so much GPU power. I don't know. Like, if they actually looked good, and it was justified, then sure. But a lot of them just seem to have worse graphics than previous years, and they take way more performance to run. Like, it's actually nuts. Like, Enshrouded looks good, and don't get me wrong, I like Enshrouded. I've played through the game twice already. But it doesn't look good enough to justify not being able to run on a 3060 Ti in my opinion. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can run it, but it has to be on like medium or high settings. It can't be on ultra with no DLSS or anything, you know? And it does seem like we need DLSS or FSR in so many games now. Some games it looks better actually than native, which is really bizarre. But the fact that we need to use upscaling in most, if not all, modern games is kind of fucking nuts, at least to me. Because when the technology came out, it was kind of like, it was supposed to be, you know, something which would allow you to extend the life of your GPU, you know, so you don't have to buy a new one so quick. And now it's become like a setting that you just need to have on. You know, people buying 4070s and stuff and still having to turn DLSS on is kind of fucking crazy, in my opinion. Like, you've got a GPU that costs that much money and you still can't play modern games without turning upscaling on. And they don't even look good. When the hordes spawn in, I don't really notice a drop in FPS. I really don't. And by I don't really, I mean I don't notice a drop in FPS. Thing with DRG is you might turn some of the settings down anyways and get more performance, just because turning a lot of the settings down increases your visibility quite a lot in this game, you know, in terms of what's going on. Like turning the particle effects down makes it much easier to see what's happening. When all the bugs are spawning in, there's not as many particle effects, you know, so you can actually see what you're fighting and stuff a lot better. So you might not even play at ultra settings anyways. And also, it gets a lot brighter if you start turning shadow effects down and stuff. The caves get brighter, things become easier to see. So you might play at lower settings just to make the game easier as well. Oh shit. Make it go boom boom. Drop it. I'll let these guys deal with this stuff. Oh shit. Getting hit a lot.
The hacking drone is under attack.
Yeah, no shit.
So it can work. The hacking has stopped. Get on
Oh my god, that was crazy. Look at my health.
We're not gonna hack that power station without the hacker bot.
Yeah, let's turn that back on.
On.
There we go. Boss fight starting. Let's get the hell up there before we die. This is so slow. I just realized I didn't bring my build to actually fight this thing. So it's going to be way more painful. That's 1, 2. The third one. Need one more shot. There we go. Ow. You have to ignore you. Come on, Bosco, kill them.
In one place too long, the caretaker's launching face bombs everywhere.
Oh my god, that hit me. Keep running. Come here, turrets. I'm gonna give you some ammo back. Ah! Jesus Christ. Oh, his eye's on the other side. Oh god. Oh no. This is cheating. Oh my god, look at its health. There we go. Nice. Oh god, that was intense. Give me a Jimmy. There we go, we can get the mission done now. Wow, and there we go. DRG. Benchmarked at 1440p. Ultra settings. With an average of about 150 FPS. But realistically, when swarms were coming, from what I could see, I was getting about 100 to 130 FPS when I had swarms. Now, you can get larger swarms than that. You can get really, really large swarms with 4 players and really high difficulties. But I tested it solo. I mean, I did go in a game. Anybody could have joined me, but yeah, 120 FPS, I'd say, roughly, when you're fighting swarms.
Congratulations, miner.
So, really, really good stuff. Hope you enjoyed this benchmark. I will see you guys later. The FPS tester out. Bye bye.